Right, okay, just showing you my pump setup for me plants. Obviously these are my plants, all these. Now this is just really rudimentary setup. I'll do a proper setup once it's all in a box and stuff and finalised. But basically we've 14 litre bin with a bilge pump in the bottom, something like 700 gallons, 750 gallons per hour, I think it says it is. I went for that because it's got an automatic float switch. So the idea behind that was, if the water level was too low in here, it wouldn't run, and then it'd never burn itself out. But it's just not powerful enough to do all of the buckets, so I'm going to go for 2 smaller pumps, and instead I'm going to fit a float switch, so that if the water drops, the float switch knocks off, and then that stops them from running. But yeah, so we've got car battery here, which is going to have solar power charging it. I've got a 10 watt 12 volt solar panel that's going to be going on this, and then we've got the 2 timers. So basically we've earth coloured strip for neutral, brown for positive. These go up and supply power to the timers because the timers need power, and then the timers make or break a switch. So what we then have is we have the wiring for the pump, positive and negative, so brown positive, black negative, going to the blue. So that's basically a live connection that goes through, and then it will bridge that with this brown. I'm not pointing at it. So it goes from there up the blue up to here. While the switch is in the off position, obviously it's not finishing that circuit and going back down, so that's in the off position, and then this goes round into this earth, which is shared with these, one like communal negative, if you will. So I think I've got that plumbed into the left hand switch. So just to show you, obviously this is going to be set with a timer, but if we run it to automatic, manual, sorry, see that flicks on, and then the pump starts running. Obviously you can't see that doing much there, and then once it builds up enough pressure, you can see that they start pissing water everywhere. But unfortunately you can see that one's pissing water, that one's not doing much of anything. So obviously I need to refine that a little bit. I won't run it for too long obviously because there's electronics down here, but that gives you an idea of what it is I'm going for. Obviously these are all going to be housed in a box. I'm going to build a box that the battery sits in, then I have a plank of wood that goes across at the chocolate block, and the timers are hooked onto, and then above that I'm going to have the solar panel, which is going to make the lid. So yeah, that should explain what it is that I'm trying to do. And again, there's the plants, and there's a table that I made it myself.